Sugar, if you can't remember the last time you felt confident, then your self-care sucks. And it's time to take a closer look at your self-care routine. Let's uncover what self-care truly means and why it's essential for your overall well-being. Hey Sugar, thanks for joining me in this conversation about self-care. Now, if you arrived here after taking my free quiz, then welcome to your results. The link to your free gift is below in the description. But if you didn't take my free quiz, but you want to, that link is below in the description as well. Okay, so lately there's been a lot of talk about self-care. It's trending on social media, hashtag self-care, and there are any number of vlogs that give ideas on self-care activities. But the truth is that for most of us, our self-care sucks. We don't really understand why self-care is so important or its impact on our confidence and overall well-being. So we either don't practice self-care at all, or we see self-care as consisting of just hair appointments and nail salon visits, leaving us to miss out on some of the biggest benefits that self-care really has to offer. So what exactly is self-care? Well, self-care is the practice of taking an active role in preserving or improving our health and protecting our well-being and happiness. It's the act of intentionally caring for your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. That's it. It's really simple and can include any number of activities. Just about anything from bubble baths to boundaries to bungee jumping can be self-care. The key is that it must be intentional and it must nourish your mind, body, or soul. To better explain what I mean, let me tell you what the top 3 mistakes we make when it comes to our self-care. Mistake number 1, not practicing self-care. Sugar, can you remember the last time you did anything that made you feel extremely happy? Often we're told that putting ourselves first is selfish. So to avoid being labeled as selfish, we run from task to task, errand to errand, role to responsibility, doing everything for everyone else with little thought about what we need. The result? Your confidence begins to tank, and you don't even feel as great about you as you once did. One of the most important roles of self-care is to help you connect with you, discover new things about yourself, reconnect with what you love about yourself, and remember why you are so amazing. So if we are only doing things for them, we will begin to forget about ourselves. And slowly over time, you lose sight of who you are and why you are so awesome. This is why you haven't been feeling so confident lately. Because we can't be confident in someone that we don't know. Listen, Sugar, self-care is not selfish. It is okay to choose you and do things that nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. As you practice self-care and reconnect with all of the things that you love about yourself, you will find that your confidence will skyrocket. Mistake number 2, following trends. While I am happy to see that more people are having the conversation about self-care, I'm concerned that we are only practicing self-care activities that are trending instead of being intentional about what we actually need. We've accidentally reduced self-care down to a list of spa treatments, exotic vacations, fitness trends, beauty tips that make our skin glow, our hair shine, and sculpts our bodies. But while the outside is a picture of perfection, we are still stressed as hell and miserable as ever. We look good and healthy on the outside, but have no real happiness on the inside. Now, before I say anything else, Sugar, hear me good. Exotic trips, beauty treatments, massages, spa days are all forms of self-care. And there is nothing wrong with making this a part of your self-care routine. I'd be the first one to tell you that I am a vacation taking, spa treatment, hair salon visiting, beauty regimen having fitness diva, because that's what nourishes me. And I was doing it long before it was trending. Sugar, if your self-care only follows the trend of what other people are doing, then you will not reap the full benefits of the self-care for you. What works for someone else might do nothing for you. Yeah, you might have some amazing eyebrows after you're done, but you won't feel any different. You don't feel more energized, inspired, peaceful, mindful, nothing. In some cases, you might even feel more anxious or stressed or insecure after the activity. For example, I have a client that loves nature and finds peace being in the great outdoors. So for their self-care, they go camping. I'm talking in the tents under the stars, camping. But drop me at a campsite with a tent and watch me have a full-blown panic attack. I'm jumping at every sound, running from every bug, and will come out of those woods more frazzled than when I went in. Your self care has to be something that nourishes you. For you, reading a book might not do it, but roller coasters does. The key is to focus on what you need, not what's trending. Identify what helps you to be healthy, happy, and whole on the inside as well as the outside. Then make that a regular part of your self care routine. Mistake number 3, thinking that self care has to be expensive or time consuming. Remember, I said that self care can include anything that nourishes your mind, body, or soul. And by anything, I truly meant anything. Wait, sugar. Hold on. Let me change that. We can't just eat anything, drink anything, do anything, and call it self care. Remember what I said about self care. Well, self care is the practice of taking an active role in preserving or improving our health and protecting our well being and happiness. So, when I say anything can be self care, I'm referring to anything that keeps us healthy. And that anything does not have to be expensive. Journaling, praying, meditating, stretching, reading the Bible are all forms of self care that don't cost any money or even require you to leave your house. Also, your self care does not have to take all day. A deep breathing exercise in the car during your commute, a walk around your office building on your lunch break, sitting quietly for 10 minutes when you get home in the evening are just a few examples of how self-care can be quick and to the point while still caring for your mental, emotional, and physical health. For some of us, we need to practice the simple self-care of boundaries. Yes, sugar. Boundaries are a form of self-care that does not cost a thing. We will talk more about boundaries next week. But for now, just know that saying we don't have enough time or enough money to practice self-care is an excuse that we can no longer use. We can all incorporate self-care into our daily lives, whether it's a luxurious spa vacation or just listening to classical music. Self-care is vital to our overall well-being, and your self-care should be something that helps you stay healthy, happy, and whole. So as your coach, I'm going to give you a quick self-care activity. First, I want you to identify one activity that nourishes your mental, one activity that nourishes your physical, and one activity that nourishes your emotional well-being. Next, I want you to incorporate these 3 activities into your schedule for this week. See how many times you can do each activity by the end of the week. As you keep identifying new activities and incorporating them into your life, you will begin feeling great in no time. If you have any questions or want to go deeper into how to find your confidence and self-care, be sure to schedule your free 30-minute coaching session. Thanks for watching, Sugar. See you in the next video.